Hello, my good people. Thank you so much for tuning in to this channel. And as Kenya Young Journalists, one of our aims is to promote young talents among the youths. So today I have Yvonne Mukami with me, who is one of the upcoming lawyers in this country. Her story is so interesting. She has won 2 awards within a short period of time, and I tell you, you can't afford to miss this story. So watch this video to the end, and if you have not subscribed as well, remember to do so. So at this time, allow me to let her introduce herself. Yvonne, how are you?
I'm very fine. How are you?
I'm good. You are very much welcome to Kenya Young Journalists.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you. And so you can briefly tell us about yourself.
Yeah, so my name is Mukami Yvonne Boronai.
Yes.
I am a student of the Law University of Embu.
Yeah.
I'm currently in my second year, but I shall be joining my third year come September.
Okay.
The highlight about me is that I am a motor and I have won some awards before here.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yes, so can you tell us what motivated you to pursue law as a career?
Yeah, so I am naturally a very empathetic person.
Yes.
And so during my childhood, I did experience, or rather I did witness some sort of injustice being committed to the less privileged members of the society by quote unquote the mighty. And so for me, I really felt the pain and the agony that this particular group did feel at that particular time. And so that acted as a very good driving force for me to pursue laws for the purpose of advocating for the rights of these individuals as well as safeguarding their interests.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, and is there anything else that influenced you? Because after finishing Form 4, people are usually like maybe your parents, your friends, relatives are like, you should pursue law, you should pursue engineering. Was there something like that, or it was just self-motivation?
No, for me, I did not experience any form of pressure from my relatives or friends or family. For me, it's something that I've really wanted since when I was a child. So I was very much okay with choosing it, and I was so much determined to pursue laws. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, and now coming to the awards, tell us how it came about that you went and you won. How was the whole experience?
It was really a humbling experience for me.
Yes.
And yes, it did definitely raise my spirits very high.
Yes.
And owing to the fact that I just prior to that moot court competition and won another award, so I really felt extremely proud of myself. And it equally served as a call to action for me to really push myself harder into more trainings, more consultations, more research, just for the purpose of nurturing my skills, my orator skills and research skills, as well as tapping more into my potential.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was really nice.
Wow, and yeah, now you can tell us more about that competition, because maybe some people out there don't understand what is this moot court competition.
So moot court competition is a simulation of an actual court proceeding.
Yes.
So we are given an hypothetical case or a fictive case in which we're required to make written submissions as well as make our oral argument before the bench. The bench is the judges, right?
Yeah.
So we are expected to adhere to a stipulated period of time to lend out the stipulated period of time so that we may give out the written submissions.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So we are normally a group of, mostly they're a group of 3 people. There is a researcher and 2 oralists. And for me in this moot court competition, I was an oralist alongside my other colleagues. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. So what does it take for one to become a winner in such a competition?
Yeah, honestly, it takes a lot. I may not say it was a walk in the park because it does require a lot of sacrifice. We really had to give it a lot of time, a lot of research skills, and so we really had to forego some of our very good interest just for the purpose of getting deeper into the research work
Yeah.
and nurturing our skills through the trainings. And equally, it requires a lot of team effort. And so, honestly, I am a product of collective efforts from different people and different entities. And so, it takes a person to really recognize the place of hard work, the place of team effort, amongst other things. Yeah, and also confidence. It's really great. It requires a lot of confidence. You just need to maintain your cool, maintain eye contact with the bench, now and then, and answer the questions as they have been posed.
Yeah, and now as a law student, what is this one thing that really this competition boosted in you as a person?
Yeah, so this competition has really helped me get better in my orator skills. And also my research skills. So I feel that I'm more better when it comes to researching as well as my oral skills. Yeah, and yeah.
Wow, and now coming to that, being a student, how have you been able to balance? Because this one is not a class work; it is something outside the class and all that. How were you able to manage all this?
Yeah, actually, one of the key lessons that came outrightly for me is that I came to learn that all the time I've been underrating my ability to really juggle my classwork and other extracurricular activities. But I came to learn that if you really have the interest and you incorporate the right systems and mechanisms, everything shall just work out. Yeah, so you really need to understand yourself and when can you really give it your best and how and what are the mechanisms that you shall incorporate just to see it working.
Yeah, so you are telling us like maybe for students, it is good for them not only to participate and focus on the classwork, but also to focus on other co-curricular activities. The reaction of the lecturers, the students, that they have one of their own winning an award?
They felt really proud of me. They were equally very much excited. And yeah, they actually congratulated me and asked me to really keep on nurturing my skills and tapping more into my potential. Yeah.
Wow, so you are a great motivation to them, huh?
Yeah.
Yes, and now as a law student, which are some maybe of the challenges that you have encountered?
Honestly, and from a general point of view, you do realize that laws is regarded as one of the most conventional careers. And so with it comes a lot of expectations from people. And so most people will regard law students to be among quote unquote the very brilliant and geniuses. And so to some point, whenever a person, especially a law student, makes a mistake, it becomes big of an uproar. Yeah, so it makes us to feel a lot of pressure because you really have to live up to these expectations from people. Yeah, and so it can really act as a detriment to a person, especially where you really need to be yourself.
Wow, so there is that difficulty between balancing who you are and the expectations of the people.
Yeah, sometimes it can get quite overwhelming.
Okay, and now as a person, how have you been able to handle that?
Being myself and not allowing people's opinion about me really get into me. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, and I actually think that one does not apply to law students only. Even as a person out there, I think people have that aspect of being influenced by others' opinions, what others are saying about them. And yeah, it is good if you just remain yourself. Yeah, that's very nice. And now, which are your future dreams and ambitions as a law student?
Well, I do hope and I see myself participating further in other moot court competition and even going to international moot competitions and equally winning in them. Afterwards, I also see myself completing my undergraduate studies and subsequently joining the Kenya School of Law to pursue my advocacy training program.
Okay.
I equally see myself as one of the most competent and highly recommended lawyers of my time.
Wow.
And I also wish and pray that I shall get into one of the biggest firms, that is to include Bowman's, Oraro and co-advocate, and later on even to be in a sole proprietorship of my own or partnership.
Okay. Now, finally, what is your advice to young people out there who are talented and not necessarily law, but with other different gifts and talents?
I would tell them to be daring, to equally be risk takers. It is worth more trying rather than living in regrets that you never really tried this particular thing. So just be daring, get out of your way, get out of your comfort zone, try different things, and incorporate the right systems and mechanisms, and eventually everything will fall in place. And equally be faithful in your work, and people will always notice, and if not noticing, you will equally be somewhere in terms of your growth. So really be faithful in your work, be daring, be a risk taker, and everything shall fall in place.
Okay. Thank you so much, my good people, for watching this video to the end. If you have not subscribed, kindly do so. And if you have a story to share with us, email us at our email, kenyayoungjournalist@gmail.com. Thank you. Bye bye. See you in the next video.